What's up guys, and welcome back to Performance Drivers Society. So today I'm going to be making another 5 cars video, and today this is going to be 5 new sports cars on the market today that are great for first time sports car buyers that offer a lot of fun for a really good price. So starting with number 1 is probably the greatest beginner sports car of all time. I did a review on one last week. That is going to be the Mazda Miata. Now with the starting in 2016 with the MX-5 version, they were completely updated. The interior looks great now. The exterior looks better than ever. And the best part about it is they start at $24,000. For a brand new Miata, $24,000. There's many different models. I reviewed the Grand Touring model, which is the highest up model, but they offer manual transmission or automatic, if that's what you guys are into. 2-seat layout, a great roadster, great for back roads, great for driving, really just a great beginner performance car. Again, starting off at $24,000, coming standard with 155 horsepower and only 2,300 pounds from the factory. So this is a really fun car that you guys can throw around, a really fun car to learn how to deal with power. Honestly, the Miata is probably the best go-to for a beginner sports car. Coming in at number 2 is going to be a hot hatch. This is going to be a little hot hatch, and this is the little brother to the Focus ST. This is the Ford Fiesta ST. This car starts at a staggering $21,000 for a car that fits, I think, 5 people, has 197 horsepower, really good fuel economy, best of all, a 6-speed manual. So I have not gotten to drive a Fiesta ST yet. I've driven a Focus ST and I had a really good time with it. So the Fiesta ST is a really great car. They're pretty quick like the Miata because they're so light. They have a short quick ratio 6-speed manual, and they start at $21,000. A couple different models, different options can get you up into the higher 20s range, but still, for a beginner sports car, the Fiesta ST is a great go-to for you guys to look at. So number 3 on the list is basically the car that completely, almost kind of redefined the small rear-wheel drive sports car market when it came out, and this is the Subaru BRZ. Now this car has only 200 horsepower. It's in the $20,000 range. It's a little more expensive. These start at $25,000 now with the refreshes in 2017, but everyone just seems to love these cars because they're so balanced. They have, first of all, a great, again, 6-speed manual. They have rear-wheel drive setup. It is a very, very great first sports car for someone to buy. They offer great fun. I have driven a BRZ. I can attest to that statement that it is just a very fun car, and that's, to me, what it's all about for your first sports car. It's just got to be a fun car, something that can teach you how to handle a good amount of power before you move up to something with a lot more power. So again, the BRZ start at $25,000, just a little over $25,000. They're in the 2,800 pound range, so they're a little heavier, but again, they have 205 horsepower now with the manual. You guys got to go with the manual, but if you get the automatic, they come with 200 horsepower. So for number 3, the BRZ is a great first budget sports car option. Number 4 on the list actually kind of surprised me. I thought this car was actually going to be a little more expensive than it is. And this is actually one of the 3 cars I narrowed it down to when I was buying my first sports car. Obviously I ended up with the 2015 Camaro, but one of my other options that I was looking at was the GTI. And the 2017 Volkswagen GTI starts like the BRZ at $25,000. I think that's a really, really great value. This is also another hot hatch like the Fiesta ST. This one's a little bigger. The GTI goes against the Focus ST and the Mazda Speed 3 like Vitali has. But now with 2017, they come between 210 220 horsepower, making it the most powerful car on this list. But the only downside to this car, going against the rest of the cars that I've listed so far, is it is the heaviest, coming in at just over 3,000 pounds. That's obviously still a very, very light car, considering that my Camaro is 3,600 pounds. So 3,000 pounds and up gets you a front wheel drive, either 6-speed manual or I think now an 8-speed automatic. I think the automatic and the GTI would be the best automatic out of any other cars I'm listing. I have driven a GTI before in automatic, and it was tuned by APR. It was a very fun car to drive, but I'm sure the manual would be a great option as well. So I don't know, with the GTI, you either kind of love or hate the style of them. I like the style of them. Again, it was one of the 3 cars I narrowed it down to when I was getting my first sports car, so I definitely would advocate for a GTI to be anyone's first beginner sports car. And finally, for number 5, some of you guys have probably been scratching your head being like, when is he going to talk about this car? So number 5 is the Honda Civic Si. When talking about beginner sports cars, sporty cars, you have to bring up the Civic Si, because the Honda Civic is a car that has always kind of defined the segment of compact fuel economy cars, and the SI version of the Civic has been a tuner car ever since it came out. There is not too many cars out on the market that have a following like the Civic Si does. A lot of people hate them because they're racer cars or whatever, but I always think that whatever you are into, whatever kind of car you're into is great, and like it or not, there are so many people who love the Civic Si, including me. I'm a fan of them. The new Civic Si, I think, looks really nice, how they updated it. I couldn't actually find the price on it. They haven't completely revealed it yet. I think they're going to start making them in 2018, but they are going to have a 205 horsepower engine, 6-speed manual, front wheel drive as well. But the Civic Si is a great option for your first budget sports car. Even though the price hasn't been listed yet, I'm sure it's going to be in the low $20,000 range like they always have been. But out of the 5 cars that I've listed, probably my favorite would be either the Miata, the BRZ, or the GTI. The Civic Si and the Fiesta ST are really great options too. Again, these are the 5 best new budget sports cars for either a first sports car buyer or a 20th sports car buyer. These cars are going to offer you a lot of fun for not a whole lot of price, and also for those people who are looking for their first sports car. If you're a young guy like I was, these are all 5 of these cars are cars you can bring to your parents and be like, look, these cars don't have that much power, but just don't tell them that you can have just as much fun in any one of these cars as you can in a Lamborghini or a Camaro SS. I'm a believer of that. To me, it's not about the power, it's about balance. It's about having the correct power, the correct weight, the correct transmission, everything, interior. It's whatever you guys are into, that's what you should go for. And I think all 5 of these cars are really, really great options for being a budget sports car. So, like always, let me know down below what you guys think. If you have any more new sports cars that you think are great options, post them down below, because this video is made to help you guys out. I don't know everything. I certainly don't know everything. So post it down below if I've missed anything. If you guys want to see another video like this in the future, any variation of it, I love making these videos. This is going to be the second one because they can help people out, and that's ultimately what I want to do with my channel, is make people happy, help them out, not just provide entertainment for you guys. So like and subscribe, guys. Wheels and tires are coming soon. I think I've decided which ones I want. Check out some of my other videos, and as always, take care.